I can modify the shape of my room. First of all, I can change the dimensions, and you can do that whether you have captured the rooms or whether you have drawn the room plan. Okay. To change the dimension, I tap on the dimension, and then we have a new window that pops up. In this window, I can change the unit. For example, I can choose the metric system, and I can choose between millimeters, centimeters, meters, etc. Or I can choose the imperial system. And within the imperial system, I can select feet, inches, and fraction of inches. Okay. Once I've done that, I can manually change the dimension. When I do so, you see a lock that appears next to the dimension. Another way to change the dimension is to use a laser. For that, I just tap on the laser icon, and you will see the list of all the compatible lasers. Those lasers can be connected to magicplan because they have a Bluetooth connection to the device. So if you have one of these, they can connect to magicplan. And once you've connected the device, basically, magicplan will read automatically all the measurements from your disto. So the process is quite simple. You tap on a dimension, measure with your disto, and magicplan automatically loads the measurements from your disto. Good, we've been able to modify the dimensions. Now I'd like to show you how to modify the shape of the room. I tap on the wall to select it, and then I can move the wall with my finger. I can do the same with a corner. I select a corner and I can move it around with my finger. As you can see, when I do so, I do not need to have my finger on top of the corner. I can select the corner and move it with a finger somewhere else on the screen. That makes it easier to adjust its position. I can move walls, I can move corners. I can also create walls and corners. I tap on the wall, you see the white dot, and then I'm going to use the icon at the bottom that says add corner. There it is. I have created a wall corner. So to create a wall recess, I just add a couple of corners, and then I drag the portion of the wall in between. The same way I can create corners, I can create walls. I tap on the wall, you see the white dot, and this is where I'm going to create the wall. I tap on add wall, and now I have two options. It can be a partial wall or a complete wall. Let's start with the partial wall. There it is. I have created my partial wall. I can move it around, resize it, or even delete it with the trash icon. The second option is the complete wall. And when I do so, I split the room in two. So now when I go back at the floor level, I have two rooms. I can move walls, move corners, add walls, add corners. Another thing I can do is I can delete walls and corners. I select the wall, tap the trash icon. I select the corner, tap the trash icon. If I made a mistake, I can always undo.